Wake up with the sunrise, the water's calm and still. Gentle ripples whisper secrets, the morning's quiet thrill. Coffee brews, the engine hums, we're ready for the day. With every turn of the canal, we drift our cares away. Life aboard AmyJo, where the world feels right. Cruising through the countryside, beneath the sun so bright. With every bridge we pass, and every lock we share, there's magic in the journey, in the moments that we dare. Fields of golden daffodils, they dance along the shore. The laughter of the children as they play and explore. We wave to passing strangers, sharing smiles so bright. In this narrow boat of dreams, everything feels light. Life aboard AmyJo, where the world feels right. Cruising through the countryside, beneath the sun so bright. With every bridge we pass, and every lock we share, there's magic in the journey, in the moments that we dare. Through rain and shine we find our way, with nature's art as our ballet. The rippling waters, the rustling trees, it's floating home we find our peace. Life aboard AmyJo, life aboard AmyJo.
I don't know if you can see them on the camera there. There's a big squadron of geese flying over. Signs that winter's on its way.
And even this large bird was heading home too.
Good morning, folks. After a few days here at what is actually Rowton and not Waverton. Waverton is down that away where the houses are. It's time to move. AmyJo's ready to cruise. I've just got to slip the lines and we're away. Only a short one today. Chris and Smudge are already in the crash there, getting Smudge ready. And then we'll get underway. Enjoy the cruise, folks.
Well, we're still in the Cheshire area and heading down into Chester Basin. Over the next few days we left Waverton and continued along the Shropshire Union past the Cheshire Cat and stopping outside at the Costa Coffee. After a week we then continued the journey along the canal, dropping down the remaining locks and finally stopping at Cow Lane Bridge visitor moorings. After 2 nights there we then continued the last stretch down through the Northgate locks and into Chester Basin.
Looks like DNRT are out and about cutting the grass today, and this seems to be a much better job than we've seen in the past. Further back they were cutting all the overgrowth right to the bank, but up here they don't seem to be doing that for some reason. I don't know why. Doing a good job, mate. Excellent job. This is what the uncut banks are looking like at the moment. So this year, to be fair, they've not, up here, they've not been too bad. They could be better, but at least they are shorter than some of the places we've been through. Much improves anyway, didn't he, mate? Hey?
Getting his daily different smells.
Yeah, he's getting his daily sniff of smells as we go along. His little old nose is working overtime at the moment. Penny walk seems to be a little bit lighter here, not quite so much now. And whether it's dying back or boats have cleared it, I don't know. But it's nowhere near as bad along this stretch as it was earlier.
weren't on the wall. Oh, just watch that. Right there.
Well, we've just had our weekly shop delivered by Sainsbury's. Other stores are available. And you'll notice that the pack of carrots is open. And here's why.
Well, as you can see, we bought the shopping bag. Smudge being Smudge has gone down the shopping bags. Look what he's found. He's now chewing quite happily on the carrot. Good job I ordered 3 instead of just 2 as I normally do. And it is healthy for him, I suppose.
He's making short work of that, I tell you. There's not a lot left.
He'll have orange poops.
Yeah. He won't want much for his dinner tonight, that's for sure.
Christleton is a village on the outskirts of Chester in England. The Shropshire Union Canal, formerly the Chester Canal, passes through the village. The 2001 census recorded a population for the entire civil parish of 2,112, which reduced to 2,053 in the 2011 census. Christleton was named as one of the best places to live in Cheshire and the North West by the Sunday Times in 2022 and again in 2024. The likely meaning of the name Christleton is Christian's farm or settlement, derived from the Old English Christian and ton, a settlement, enclosure or farmstead. Its history can be traced with certainty to the Domesday Book, which contains an entry for Christle's Stone. During the English Civil War, it was a royalist outpost. James Eric Storer, DFC in Bar, was a British flying ace who served with the Royal Air Force during the Second World War. He was credited with having shot down at least 14 aircraft.
And this is the school that Amy and Joanne came to when we moved up to Chester. Looking at this, it's been extremely extended in all directions. It's a lot bigger now than it used to be.
This wasn't here.
That wasn't there yet.
That wasn't.
And,
oh, it's got a new sixth form block.
it's got, yeah, a new sixth form block at the back there. And that's the swimming pool in the distance.
With Storm Amy on the way and the temperatures dropping, it was an opportunity to try out the new Reflex stove. But for high winds we have this H-piece, which allows the fire to burn without too much downdraft from the strong winds.
Excuse the puffing and panting, but I've just spent the last half hour hiking all this pennywort out from under the back of the boat. So the last thing I want is it in the prop. Man, that was some work.
As I was editing, I could hear this engine noise getting louder and louder. I looked out the window to be presented with this wall of pennywort heading towards me. Obviously I wondered what was going on. Turns out CNRT have a custom made boat specially designed for raking up reeds and pennywort, and it was going backwards and forwards doing an excellent job at clearing the pennywort out of the canal, and it was stacking it up on the bank well out of the water so that it would rot back and die. He was to-ing and fro-ing all morning and eventually cleared the whole stretch of the canal. It's so much clearer now. Despite doing an excellent job and shifting a huge amount of the pennywort, as you can see, the whole boat looks extremely shallow and unstable. How he wasn't shipping water while he was moving that pennywort, I don't know. But it kept afloat and it did the job. Well done CNRT for getting it sorted.
Good morning everyone. Well, we've had a week moored up here at Costa Coffee. The BSS looms with us next week, so we're making our way now down into Chester, ready for that. Enjoy the cruise. Having just filled up with water, on the move again now. Chris has now gone down to the lock to set it, the first lock, Christleton lock, and the A55 is as busy and noisy as ever up above us, and looks like there's somebody working the lock, so looks like they might be coming up. And Mr. CRT spotter man standing at the corner of the bridge there, so we've just been spotted in the right place. One thing that is evident this morning is how clear the pennywort is and how much he's actually pulled out onto the bank there. Just look at all that. Well, as luck would have it, we've got one boat coming up, So that means the locks are all in our favour if nobody else is going down. Looks like Storm Amy saw to this willow, because it's obviously been cut back recently, so it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be coming through here. If you remember on the vlog, I was saying that I had a job trying to avoid the pennywort and the tree. However, it looks like our little mate in his funny little boat hasn't got this far yet, as you can see. It's lock number 2 or 7 on the network. I'm not going to say what lock it is. See if you can name it in the comments, but no cheating using the Pearsons or the Hutchinsons. See if you can, if you know what the lock is now. We've been through it so many times, I'm sure you do. I'll give you a clue. There you go. Last lock of the day. This is full lane lock, and Chris is videoing me, videoing her, and that's it for today. Find a mooring now, hopefully at Cow Lane Bridge. We'll see how that goes. We've had 2 or 3 boats come up while we've been working the locks, so fingers crossed. There we go, folks, we've made it into Chester once again on the Cow Lane moorings, and we've got the last mooring spot in the group. Good morning, folks, and yet again we're underway, and yet again we're heading down to Chester Basin, but we do have a reason, and that's the BSS on the 14th, which is only a few days away now. So we're going to make the move down into the Basin, stay there for a week because Chris is going down to Essex to see her brother and sort out her mum's house, and then, all being well, we can start cruising a bit more. So for now, enjoy the view, and we'll see when we finish the cruise.
This is the Phoenix Tower that stands in the northeast corner of Chester. It's also been known as the Newton Tower, and more commonly as King Charles Tower. It probably originated in the 13th century. Story has it, according to the plaque on the tower, that King Charles I stood on the tower on 24th of September 1645 as he watched his soldiers being defeated at the Battle of Rowton Heath. Although there is some doubt about this, and it has been suggested that he actually stood instead on the tower of Chester Cathedral, which is considered and is confirmed by evidence that a captain standing beside him was killed by a stray shot.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the vlog. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's becoming increasingly difficult to come up with content, especially when this must be about the 8th time we've been to Chester.
Yeah, we're just not moving very much, are we?
So we're not moving much, and things aren't going to get any better because from the 3rd of November we've got closures in one of the locks here at Tilston, which means we can't travel that far. So
Chester to Shady Oak, that's
Chester
it.
to Shady Oak, and that is it. So that's why we're doing the fortnightly vlogs.
Yeah.
However,
yes, we left you in limbo last time with the BSS. It was taking place the following Tuesday.
and did we pass?
We certainly did.
Yeah, she passed with flying colours. We knew she would, but there's always that element of doubt, isn't it? For those in the UK, it's a bit like the car MOT.
Yeah.
You know, is it going to pass? Is it not? You think it will, but you never know. But yeah, the guy that did it, I didn't video it because he didn't want to be on the video, which is understandable. Not everybody likes being videoed. But he was very thorough. I'll give him that. Extremely thorough. And he only picked up on one item. And if you remember in the last vlog, we mentioned we had doubts about the fuel line and it not being tied down. Well, he actually picked up on that, but not the way we thought we would. He was more concerned that it was actually strapped with zip ties to the main wiring loom from the instrument panel down to the engine. And his only recommendation was that we separate the two. But he hasn't noted, it's not an advisory, he's not put it on the BSS form. It was just his advice. So we're going to look into that. That was the only thing he could find wrong. He was very happy with the installation of everything. He was well impressed with AmyJo's condition. And he liked some of the ways that Fernwood had put the equipment in the boat. And I think he's gone away looking at using his own.
Refitting his, isn't he?
He's currently refitting his own boat, so he's going to do it. So we thought we'd let you know that. We know you've all been waiting to hear on it. Those of you who are watching the live feed probably know already, but that's that. So we're going to call the vlog it now because it's we haven't really got much else to say, have we?
No, because while the BSS, I was down in Essex with my brother.
Yeah, clearing out your mum's house.
Sorting out the loft and the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the house is now up for sale and we do have an offer on it.
Yes.
So fingers crossed that will go through.
Yeah, within the week we had the offer, so that's good.
That's
it's
really
just
good, yeah.
Waiting for everything to be
yeah.
finalised. But Alan and I had great fun, really, sort of.
clearing out the garage, clearing out the loft.
Had to clear a loft easily. Put the recycle bin under the loft hatch and just throw everything down through the loft hatch into the recycle bin and then tip it in the skip later.
Yeah, dead easy. Anyway, folks, we'll leave it there. And so if you did enjoy the vlog, please give it a thumbs up. That helps the channel. And of course, those of you that haven't, and there's must admit there's about 40% of you that do not subscribe. So if you wouldn't mind, it would really help the channel if you just click that subscribe button. And of course, that just leaves the bell, doesn't it?
The bell icon to be notified of future vlogs.
Yeah, we'd really appreciate that. And keep your comments coming. I do answer them all. And those directed at Chris, I asked Chris what she wants to reply, and I put that down. No, seriously, we really do enjoy your comments, and we appreciate your support and sticking with us.
Yes.
So,
I say lots of vloggers have been stuck in one place for quite a while.
Quite a while now. But things are getting better. The canals are slowly opening up again. So hopefully, once we get the winter stoppages out of the way, we'll be able to get cruising.
Yay! Can't wait, actually. But I've loved the 6 months of being here with Ray and seeing her grow up.
And that's another thing. A lot of you have been asking for baby pictures, so we will.
Yes, we'll do some of those.
We'll do some of that as well. I don't know if that came up or interfered with the video, but a big message popped up on my screen on the phone. So
yeah, we'll do a montage of baby Ray.
Baby Ray, yeah. So look forward to that one.
I'm going to the zoo actually with her. So.
Oh, there you go. See, taking this grandma business really to heart, isn't she?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for now, folks. Do stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And we'll see you next time on Life on Board AmyJo.
Bye.